Hello, welcome to Wesley's Moving Podcast, the show where I talk about anything and everything animated or interesting. So, the show might need a bit of an introduction because you probably don't know who I am, and this is one of the first videos on this channel, so I'm just going to cut right to the chase. I run a channel called Wesley's Moving Pictures where I do animations, and from time to time on that channel, I did commentary on just stuff that I found interesting, usually with a tie to animation. But it takes a lot of effort to do both things, and I want to invest more time in animation, so I decided to do a podcast where I could just. This is just kind of like an avenue for me to just talk about things that I find interesting, because I'm one of those people, I like to talk, I guess. This is first episode of season 1. Now, what I hope to be season 1. What I'm going to do is every episode I'm going to animate a different thing onto the same save file. So what's going to happen? You're basically just going to be watching me animate while I talk about some things. And if you want, to leave me suggestions on what to animate, please leave it in the comments, and I will animate that in the next episode of the podcast. So how this works is, I'm just gonna start out animating something simple, and hopefully, as you guys add your suggestions, I'll add different things to the background or to the foreground, or I'll just add on different things to the animation, which I think would be very cool to watch. So first, I think I'm just going to animate this little stick figure guy doing a backflip. I apologize if my voice sounds quiet because it's early in the morning and I don't want to wake up my family. So I'm just going to animate this little stick figure doing a backflip, and we'll just go from here. You see that the background is a green. It's green screen, meaning that I'll probably take it out, or maybe add something else to the background. I can do an episode where I draw the background if you want. If you want, leave your suggestions in the comments. If you're watching this and you like animation, it would be really nice if you could go to my animation channel, Wesley's Moving Pictures. It's all one word with a capital W. It's weird because you have to spell it exactly right to get it, because I'm not that popular. I have 34 subscribers, so it's really hard to get feedback or views for that matter. But that's just how it is. Let's get into the actual meat of the video. So while I animate, I'm going to talk about some things. Today is it's after the I think. I don't remember when they said that the new Spider-Man, the new animated one, the Into the Spider-Verse, was coming out. I think they said it was the 14th, and it's the 15th right now. If I can, I'm probably going to go see that movie. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Okay. If I can, I'm probably going to go see that movie. Maybe even today. I don't know. I'll see how it goes, but... yeah, the animation looks I'm gonna say it, I know this is no secret, but it looks freaking incredible. I bet even people who are not remotely interested in animation can see just how freaking awesome it looks. It's doing what a lot of animation studios are afraid to do, it seems. Oh my god, I can't move the head in the right direction, Jesus. Oh, come on. You're kidding me. Okay. But yeah, it's doing what a lot of animation studios now are kind of wussing out on doing, and making stylized 3D animation. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if that's true. Like, I want to preface this by saying that I'm not like an animation expert. I'm like, this is just kind of there's like so much stuff that happens nowadays that I lose track, and I don't see a lot of the stuff. And if I don't get all my facts straight, I truly apologize. I bet you'll let me know in the comments. But it's, from what I've seen in recent years of animation, like 3D is becoming the new traditional, which I can't say that I'm really happy about, because I'm into the Disney Renaissance 2D animation. Like, that's just, maybe it's just because I've been 2D animation is all I've done, so it's all I know. So it's weird, it's challenging to see 3D animation. I've tried 3D animation, I cannot figure it out oh my god. I've tried 3D animation before, and it's really hard. Well, at least for me. I mean, animation always starts out as hard when of course when you first start out, because you don't know what you're doing. I never knew. I could never figure, like, I got Blender once, like, for free, just to, well, let's try it out, how hard could it be? And then it's just and I can't do crap with it. Like, it's like Braille to me. I can't understand it. It's like an entirely different form of just, and like I can't even comprehend how to do it. So I'm not really, because 3D animation must have been, like, of course when it first was starting out, like, just like most animators when they're first starting out aren't very good, but like when 3D animation was first starting out, like, you look at the old Pixar movies, they look terribly dated, but that's because, like, that crap must have been hard to, like, figure out how to do. And like, can you imagine, like, you'd have to, I remember hearing this trivia that, like, one of the hardest things for Pixar to animate was Sully, because of, they had to animate every single strand of, like, his hair. And so that, and you look at this, and you have people like me who, like, judge 3D animation, but, like, that's just because, and of course 3D animation isn't gonna, like, they're not gonna be experimental with 3D animation in the first stages of 3D animation. I get that, but, like, I feel like 2D animation lends itself to be more unique to me, because it seems with 3D animation it's so much harder to find a unique style. And of course people like Genndy Tartakovsky, is that how you say it? They're, like, making breakthroughs. They're doing things that companies have been kind of afraid to do for a while, is to stylize their animation and make it look like something a person made instead of a computer made. They make it look like something a person made. That's the one thing that sets 2D animation apart from 3D animation. 2D animation, you can look at this and see that it was drawn by a person and not generated by a computer. And it creates, like, it's more of a personal connection, because you're seeing, like, you kind of know something about the animator without even meeting them. You can think, oh, okay, so this is how they draw. This is how, or maybe you can say, okay, so if the director wanted the movie to look like this, maybe this is the style that's most appealing to him, or, like, this is his preference, or hers. Like, I feel like with 2D animation there's, like, more of a personal connection. And no doubt, like, 3D animated movies have potential to be something great when usually it's not the animation aspect, especially when they're first starting out with 3D, that made them special. It was the writing, like the brilliant writing from Pixar, and it's and I'm glad that 3D animation now is really kind of pushing itself to become to lend itself to become stylistic and look like it was made by people who have a unique way of looking at reality instead of them just trying to copy reality in animation, which usually is the problem that I have. And I think this Spider-Man movie, the Into the Spider-Verse, is gonna be. I think it's gonna be really good. I'm excited for it. And when I can see it, I'll post my thoughts about it. I'm really excited for this movie. So good. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Freaking allergies. So yeah, I got him squishing down there. I just need to make him jump up. Now, so we talked about 3D animation. What else is going on? I could talk about Disney and their live-action remakes that people suddenly seem to care about. I mean, I've always thought that they were crap, but at least people are starting to realize, okay, maybe this is kind of getting out of hand. Because, like, I saw the trailer for the new Lion King, and I was like, oh god, another one of these. Do we really need another one of these? And, like, whenever they do this, it's kind of just a reminder that, like, Disney's going down. Like, just a really, like, maybe just entertainment in general is just going down a really unhealthy, like, a really kind of like, business toxic path. I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, what do I know? You know, I don't know how things work in Hollywood, and there's probably, like, so much stuff that I'm missing. Like, there's so much stuff that I'm probably missing, and I bet there are people out there who really believe that these movies, these live-action remakes are special, and they have their own arguments for it and whatnot. I find it weird how, like, people suddenly care. Like, it seems, because I've seen, like, a lot of videos of people talking, who usually don't talk about this kind of stuff, talking about how Disney, and also videos from people who usually talk about this stuff, but about Disney, like, okay, maybe you're going too far, man. And, like, I'm just standing here like, no crap, they've been doing this for, like, for years. Like, this isn't the first time that they've done this, so why are you bringing it up now? And hey, it's fun to talk about, like, I mean, crisis makes good entertainment, I guess. I don't know. I mean, okay, let me tell you about this one time that me and my mom and my sister were talking about the Maleficent movie. My mom said that it was a masterpiece, and I looked at her and I was like, what? A masterpiece? You think that's a masterpiece? Don't get me wrong, like, Maleficent is probably the best of the live action remakes they've done, but the bar is already pretty low to begin with, so, like, so, I don't know, I guess it's just masterpiece, like, masterpiece? Like, that's your standards for a masterpiece? Remake that tries something different, even though that's, like, what movies should do to begin with? And don't get me wrong, it's a good movie, it's just not a masterpiece. There's nothing wrong with not being a masterpiece, you you know? It's like most movies aren't masterpiece. Even like your favorite movie probably isn't a masterpiece. My favorite movie is not a masterpiece. I don't even know what my favorite movie is, but sure as hell ain't a masterpiece, because I'm pretty sure, like from what I've heard, like I've heard that a perfect film is kind of impossible, and I think I agree with that. It's really impossible to make an absolutely perfect film. I mean, maybe not like an absolutely perfect film, or maybe like a film that everybody loves. Maybe that's impossible, because that's what's truly impossible, not the perfect film. But hold on, so yeah, I mean, so Disney's going down this path of live action remakes, and in only one of them I really saw them try something different, which was Maleficent, where they told it from her perspective, which was honestly pretty good experience. It was pretty entertaining. I mean, when I first watched it, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie by itself. Compared to the other live action remakes, yeah, it was really good. It was probably the best of them, because, you know, it actually tries something different instead of just copy and pasting the same story. But, like, you gotta think, like, when are people gonna get bored? Because we all know that we love characters like Simba from The Lion King, or the genie from Aladdin, who's being played by Will Smith for some reason. I mean, I think Will Smith is a likable guy, I guess. I don't really know much about his personality as like an actor. I feel like that's more for kind of outside of my generation. I don't know. I don't even understand my own generation, to be honest. I bet like there's some expert animators in the comments who are who are looking at me making like amateur mistakes and are just gonna be wincing at the screen. Because I like the way I animate, but like there's always ways that you can improve. Oh my god, do you guys remember that one time, I don't even know if that was long ago, where this guy named Turkey Tom made a video and like about the animation community, and like that started a load of bullcrap about taking criticism and stuff. Like, I find it hard to take the internet seriously when they're constantly evaluating stuff that's just basic knowledge. Like, I mean, obviously Turkey Tom was calling out how you should take criticism, but like, I don't know, it's I don't want to get involved in drama, I don't want to throw shade at anybody or anything, but like, apparently, like, it was weird because it's just like this one guy made this video, and everybody, oh my god, and everybody in the animation community kind of just went nuts. Like, well, I mean, not nuts, like not literally, but like everybody started making their own videos, more like commentary channels. It wasn't even really the animation community, or the ones I watch at least. It wasn't even really the animation community. It was like commentary channels talking about the animation community, or just animation in general. Like, they started they started making their own videos, and like it just started this big, as the odd ones out would say, it would be like a super mega crap storm, or whatever the heck he said in that one video. I'm sorry, I'm like trying to figure out this animation, how it works. But yeah, everybody's just kind of went crazy, and I'm like, why are you going crazy? This is just how you take criticism. Like, I don't think it should be a revolutionary idea of some guy. This dude shouldn't even be having to teach you how to take criticism. If you're all rational adults, then, throughout your life you had to have learned that at some point. This is after, this isn't even popular drama anymore, and I honestly don't care, but, it was just so weird to see, because you usually see animators kind of outside of that whole atmosphere, but then this one guy makes a video, and it, then they seem to come out of the rabbit hole, and they're like, well, this is how you're wrong. And it wasn't even really the animators, it was the people talking about animators. I don't know, it was weird. Speaking about people talking about things like I'm doing right now, you remember those reaction channels that everybody thought was the most terrible thing on YouTube, and now they're just now PewDiePie, and I'm not trying to throw shade, whatever the hell kids say nowadays, I'm not trying to criticize him or anything, because his videos are way better than most reaction videos will ever be, but doesn't he react now? He basically just reacts now. And I remember when the KSI versus Logan Paul thing was going on, and all the press conferences, PewDiePie reacted to those, which is fine. He at least talked. I don't know if he showed the entire video or what, I don't even know, but he's reacting to it, and then Deji makes a video reacting to his reactions of it. So I guess the basic thing going on with YouTube nowadays is that you have people who aren't even in the animation community talking about people in the animation community taking criticism, and you have people reacting to people's reactions of a video. Why? What's the point? I get it if you want to do a commentary, but what happened to reaction channels being the most disgraceful content on this site? I don't know if it's that seems kind of hypocritical to me. Then again, what do I know? But here's the thing, I'm reacting right now. I'm talking about it. I'm feeding it. It's my fault. It's all our fault. It's mine because I'm adding to it, and it's just weird because hold on. It's weird because, and I watch these videos. When I animate, I have these videos going on in the background, not necessarily for the reaction factor, more just for the drama factor. I know I'm one of those guys, sorry. And I just have it on in the background and I don't really care, but it's just so weird how things change. And things are always changing, but it's kind of fascinating to watch. The same way 3D animated movies went from just kind of mimicking reality to now more studios are willing to experiment and be free and be stylized like 2D animation could be. That's awesome, but this is different because it's and I know this has nothing to do with animation, this whole react world, whatever thing, it has nothing to do with animation. It kind of goes against the point of the podcast, but I just found it kind of interesting how the most popular channel on YouTube, a person who in a lot of commentary videos talking about how bad reaction channels were, they pointed to his video talking about reaction channels as even they would say, oh, even the most subscribed person on YouTube is not in approval of these reaction videos, and now he's a reaction channel. He's basically a reaction. Now I know he does news, sort of, and sort of commentary. I don't even know what he does now. Does he kill memes? I don't know, man. This generation is so weird. And I'm a part of it. But yeah, I think that's interesting. Again, I bet he makes his own. Like, here's the thing: the reaction videos that these guys made are so much better than the reactions that they made will ever be, because they actually talk and they have personalities. They have personalities instead of just sitting there. I bet if I put the videos over each other, it would be the same as watching one of the modern reactors videos, because they don't say anything. They would be completely silent, and all you would hear was the modern reactor's voice, because they actually talk. You know? It's weird. Let's watch that. Ooh. I don't know, what do you guys think? It's a backflip. Maybe get rid of that. Make that shorter. Again, and if next episode you guys want me to clean up the animation a little bit, I'll do that. So yeah, backflip. And you could ask me to animate anything, as long as it's appropriate. You could ask me to animate like effects that have like little lines zipping by as he's backflipping. Hold on, maybe, you know what I think I should do is this. I know I'm kind of trailing off, like, it's really hard for me to focus on talking with the animation as well. I just thought it was a neat idea. And I'm not used to this whole podcast thing, so I'm sorry if I've been rambly or incoherent. You know, this is a learning experience, and I do this for fun. And it's more just a platform for me to talk about stuff, like I mentioned. That's a nice backflip. So yeah, I guess that's done with the first episode. So yeah, if you want to see more, like the video or whatever, if whatever you want me to animate on top of this animation in the next episode, please leave in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.